in the imagination. He's a very fine left-arm spinner. Maybe a few overs from him. And the same mistake, Afghanistan, which he did against Pakistan, did it against Sri Lanka in a one-day up in Pallakali. Sri Lanka chased down, I think, something close to 310 runs. And Gulbuddin Naib and Fazal Faruqi was on the receiving end, bowling short balls, which is pace on, pace off. And all the Sri Lankan batters just kept on keeping on the head straight and trying to hit everything square of the pitch. Similarly, I think last game when the bowler was bowling bad, probably Abdul Rahman had a day to forget. A left-arm spin, a couple of them, because it's a bigger boundary. To show that a left-arm could have done a much better job. So I think Shahidi got the tactics wrong in the last.
You have noticed of late as well, his batting under lights becomes tougher. So often in night games, there's teams that they like to chase because there's normally a little bit of dew around and the ball skips on nicely, but it hasn't been the case here.
The invitation as well, as I mentioned about the Imagine Asia Cup was not being planned to play at the Arpamdasa Stadium. Last moment, I think 5 or 6 games were played here, even in the finals. And all of a sudden, the curator was planning for the PL and the Asia Cup to rush on. Also in the Asia Cup, the Imagine Asia Cup final, team batting first, Pakistan with a fantastic side against a good young Indian team, ended up scoring 352 in a final. That pitch looked very fine. It now said, yeah, awesome. By out, some
a little bit of frustration. A bit lazy from.
Much better blend by Farid, testing it out. Previously was digging it short, hitting that hard length. Now all of a sudden pushing it bit forward and getting some seam movement.
I think there's a little bit of frustration creeping in here with the Pakistan batters. A little bit lazy from Gurbaz. Baba just walked across to the other side, didn't even attempt to try and run two. It's the type of pitch where you walk in feeling as though you're in great form, and by the time you walk off you think it's deserted you completely.
You did the pitch report with Amir. I had a look as well. We all thought it's hard, maybe good for batting 260, but all of a sudden bowlers hitting the right length. It's tough work for the batters. So our Premdas Stadium dishing out so many different pitches for us.
Well, that's gone fine and will run away for 4.
Down the leg side, real loose delivery by the quicks of Afghanistan today. Still a boundary after almost 7 overs. That's how well Afghanistan have put the screws on these Pakistani batters. It's tough work, but the 2 experienced men are in the middle, wanting to get a partnership on. If you look at that 239 is the average first inning score, at least 240 off air. I was having a chat with Army, it's at 260. Anything with the fast bowlers can have a go through.
Again, not timed. And again, Rizwan shows that frustration. Into the 26th, 86 for 2. And that's a great picture of how dry that square actually is. Versus Bangladesh, first up on the 7th of October in beautiful Dharamshala. Couple in Delhi, but none here. Versus Pakistan in Chennai.
Take a look at the venues. Delhi, Chennai, more suitable for spinners, dry pitches, low. Dharamsala, beautiful batting track, may see some movement as well for the bowlers. And Lucknow, the IPL showed different sort of pitches. Pune is a good pitch to bat on. Small boundary as well as Mumbai and Ahmedabad. So I reckon Delhi and Chennai, those games are going to be massive. Not saying that the others aren't, but just that looking at the history, Delhi and Chennai is something that Afghanistan will be keeping a close eye on.
Mohammad Nabi. So here at cricket, if opposition teams open with the left-hander, he takes the new ball. But now's the time for him to come on. 2 right-handers. 5 men inside that 30-yard circle, the mandatory 5. That'll be a wide.
Umpire Nitin Menon is quite clear down the leg side. I think that's a good call to get him off his mind. Nabi and Ramla Gurbaz. Nitin had his head straight. That was down the leg side, and I think it's the right call being made.
And just to give you an indication of how late this is for Nabi to come on and bowl, only twice before in his 146 one-day internationals. Now this is his 145th one-day international, and only twice before has he come on later.
Goes to show how well the bowlers who have bowled before have done the job. Mohammad Rizwan, very different to Babar Azam. He'll be aiming that sweep shot, but mind you, the boundary to the leg side is a massive hit. And the mid-wicket fielder is about 15 feet in front. That's Rashid Khan, maybe for the top edge.
I wonder how many teams around the world can, in their starting 11, can say, well, we've got a player who played in our very first one-day international and played in our very first T20 international. And that shows you how young Afghanistan are in the international arena when they can say that Mohammad Nabi played in Afghanistan's very first one-day international.
Playing their 150th ODI, and Mohammad Nabi has been there from the first day. He's earned the nickname of being the president. As we say, Colombo looking magnificent. The highways being a Saturday evening. A wonderful job just on Mohammad Nabi. Actually, I remember in 2006, Sri Lanka 18 Ireland national team and the Afghanistan national team played a tri-series. Even that, he was a part of it. Somebody that has done a lot for Afghanistan cricket, that's for sure.
Little nudge up the ground to end the Nabi over. 90 for 2.
चाहिए चांद सा रोशन चेहरा नई